right, welcome out to 5-Star Retirement. Once again, I'm Bill Smith, your host, and joining me today, Jarrett Lang. Jarrett, one of our advisors, veteran, 15-year veteran here at the firm, also one of our senior VPs at the firm. So, Jarrett, welcome to the
welcome
to the show today.
Yep, let's do it.
We're going to talk about a common question. Now, this question comes from Ken. Okay.
Yep.
And this, I would tell you, as you know, is probably one of the number one questions that we get asked.
Absolutely.
And that's, can I do it? Can I retire?
Yep. Is there enough?
Will it last?
Yep.
So let's walk our viewers through a little bit about when they come in and get a retirement tune-up financial review, like how do we help them?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? I mean, Fidelity says you need 8 times your salary saved for retirement. T. Rowe Price says 5.5 to 11 times your salary. AARP says 80% of pre-retirement income. You hear all these things out there, and you're kind of thinking about it wrong if you follow it that way. We take people through a red light, yellow light, green light type of scenario when we determine, do you have enough?
Yep.
It's not about necessarily how much have you saved. It's more about how much income can you generate? What is that shortfall? And that gap, do you have the right budget as you've been talking about today?
Here's what I would also say as well, like depending how far out you are, okay? If you're a younger person, let's say, I don't know what's younger today, right?
Yeah.
Like depends on how old you are,
Sure.
I guess. But let's just say you're in your 20s, 30s, and maybe even in your lower 40s. That strategy could work.
Yeah.
But for Ken in his case, okay, Ken was within, I think, 5 years of retirement, if I'm getting my facts right here. But let's just say you're 5 to 10 years from retirement. You're talking about slicing and dicing a plan to the specific thing.
Yeah, retirement tune-up allows us to take that shortfall and that budget and that gap that was created and really determine, is there enough saved there in that retirement portfolio for you to be able to draw that from that portfolio, take withdrawals, whether it's monthly, quarterly, annually, whatever your slice of pie is, and have it actually last.
Ken being 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so what life expectancy? 83?
Yeah, 65-year-old male's like 17.7 years, and
Yeah.
female's 21 years at age 65. So longevity in the country and the world has increased dramatically.
So it begs that second question, and I think a big fear is, will it last?
Yeah.
And so, walk us through a little bit about how do you determine the red light, yellow light, green light?
Sure.
Like, what is when somebody comes in or somebody's watching right now,
Yep.
give them something that they can calculate right now
Sure. All right.
that says, ooh, boom, yeah, I could do this.
If you've calculated that shortfall and you know how much you need to pull.
So the shortfall is, again, the money you need to draw from your portfolio.
Yep.
Okay.
Say it's $3,000 a month that you've calculated, and you take that, multiply it by 12, it's $36,000 a year. The easiest way to get a gauge of this is you come up with that withdrawal rate. How much of that portfolio will $36,000 be as a percentage? You hear about the 4% withdrawal rule. There's all kinds of rules out there, but you want to be within a range, and that range is going to help us dictate in a retirement tune-up whether you're red, yellow, or green.
And so what's the range? 3 to 4?
Could be 3 to 4.
3 to 4,
could be
depending
more.
on the dynamic.
Yep.
So, in other words, in general category, red light is going to be you need 5% or more. Yellow light is going to be 3 to 5, and green light for sure is anything under 4. There you have it, quick and easy. But the retirement tune-up can help you take your plan to the next level. The key is building the foundation, how you solve for the income, and we can help you do just that. Give us a call. We look forward to talking to you. And Jet, thanks for joining us
My pleasure.
once again.